jacket now.
Looks like we're live. I think we're live.
You think?
We haven't lost anyone.
I'm not sure, so we'll see.
You're live right now. I don't see it.
It's not gonna be up there. It's gonna be.
Well, it no, it might.
It's way high.
Do you mind just pulling up the video here?
Yeah.
Then why do you keep putting them on?
Yep, we're live. We're live. We're live.
No, we're not.
I disagree.
Oh, I'm on.
Wait, is someone on?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Just double checking. Just put something in the chat if you can hear me or see me.
Got it.
How's it working?
You're on the wrong. I think you're on the wrong one.
What do you mean?
There's one person viewing it.
There's
You're
one-
not on the UN.
81 waiting. It doesn't look like it's live up
Oh,
there,
like-
but
Oh, I just go to HUMUNC 2022. It's live on here. But
is it? Did the link change?
Yes, it's on a different link.
It's on a different link. You have to send
Yeah,
a new link.
the closing ceremony video is now 19 minutes. No, that's 2020. Oh, that's 2020.
All right. So what's the new link?
You're gonna have to take it from. So go. Yeah, go back. Go down. Down one, right there.
Okay.
Hey.
Hello.
Can I close the other one?
Make sure you mute that one.
Ooh, boy.
You're problematic.
That's totally not right.
You can just send a link. You don't need to apologize yet.
Just apologize in the live.
Yeah, just talk about the.
Yeah, we outlawed apologies in this room.
Oh, wow.
Mike's hands.
I'm like, yeah, I'm a little bit,
Take a deep breath. Okay.
It's fine.
You gotta tell us a joke.
how many?
One watching.
What's the one? Is it wrong?
Hello. Check, check. Anyone watching on their phones, just double check that sound's coming up.
Oh, there's the speaker.
Hello.
Yep.
Oh no.
Hi there. Sorry about the stream problems. Sorry about all the problems. We're just waiting for everybody to come right back in here. We had to change the link. I apologize for that. Alrighty. Anyone who doesn't have that link, just send that over to anyone else that's not in here. We're just putting it in the chat. That's the only place we can put it right now. So just use that link anywhere you need to use it. We'll be here for the next couple minutes. We'll get started pretty soon. Alrighty? Good.
I do not.
Alright. Hello from Ad Hoc.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ad Hoc representation, yeah. For frame of reference, we have everybody that worked on this conference hanging out inside this room. Having a good time, enjoying themselves, being good, hopefully. Being good, hopefully being good.
Oh, alright. Okay.
Okay.
How many people are on?
31.
Still got a lot.
So we're just gonna take our time. We're gonna wait a little while more just to have everybody come in from the other room. Again, I apologize for
Wait, do you want to move?
anybody who is not. Hunter should not win best tie. Anybody who is not inside this chat, please just send that link elsewhere. We need to get everybody in here as soon as possible.
What happened, eggs? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Alrighty. So once again, just make sure you're sending that link. We needed to move over to a different stream because we had some technical difficulties. So just use that link into send it around to as many people as possible. We want to make sure we're having everybody that should be in here in the right call. Best case scenario, if you look up HUMUNC HUMUNC 2022 closing ceremony, there should be two streams. You're just going to pick the one that just has the normal UN logo, not the Hofstramada UN logo. That should get you right in here. So if you need to just explain it to someone, they can't click the link, that should work for them as well.
Guys, shout out to
All right.
Do we need to tell Dr. Party Joanna?
Yes.
Alright, 33 still in the other one.
Hunter's tie, while it's a good tie, is not going. It we'll discuss best tie pretty soon, eventually. But right now, it's undecided. We'll do a larger vote amongst everybody in here to see who would win best
Do not
tie.
let him silence you.
I will silence
Long
you.
live the
Hunter
black
will not
hole.
win.
Long
This is a
live the
rigged
black
election.
hole. Long live the black hole. Hey.
It's spreading. Like it is.
Hunter will not win best tie.
Arsenal.
Confirmed. Rigged election. Hunter will not win best tie.
I feel like the more you fight it, the more support I might get. So keep
Oh, yeah.
fighting it.
Is
Yeah.
that something to do with
Everyone in the
your,
audience,
like,
one
personality
concert.
principles, though?
Who sent me the get well card?
Oh, yeah, that happened. Yeah.
Oh, every meeting after, yes.
Just gonna keep sending that link in the previous chat. Try to get everybody in here. Still 29 people. Thank you all for being patient with us. I apologize that we're having so many difficulties here. All right. Yeah, everyone wants to know what Hunter's tie looks like. You'll see it relatively soon. When he gives his closing ceremony speech, everyone will see Hunter's tie. But you'll all see everyone's ties, so you'll make your own judgments based on who gets the best. Get Hunter up here. Hunter, they want to see your tie.
Hey, wait for illegal.
Yeah, you can come up. Yeah, Hunter's gonna come up so you can see his tie because apparently it's the best tie.
Yeah, tell me
Hunter's tie.
Here, everybody. And then this is a little like thing of the world, and it's like a tie, with, like the world on it. Yep. Try- Thank you all for the support.
See, bear in mind, I have an outer space tie, which is out of this world, better than the world. So I would say that's just better than his tie.
Yeah, there he is!
That's how that'll work. Alrighty. It's an okay tie. It's a mid-tier tie. It's a very mid tie.
It is not mid.
It's a mid tie.
Not mid.
How are we looking here? Still 23 people watching.
Just start, I think.
So, without there's still 23 people that are in the previous YouTube live. Try to get them in here as quickly as possible. I've sent that link in the chat. And once again, if you just look up HUMUNC 2022 closing ceremonies on YouTube, you'll see those two videos. This one is the one that has the just normal UN logo. That'll be the one we'll use just because of we had some technological problems that got in our way. But we're here now. We're working. So if anyone has any questions or comments or concerns, just try to get them into this chat. We'll be able to help them out and keep everything moving. We'll get started in just a couple minutes.
Okay.
You know, Mike, I'm going to agree with you. I think everybody is in at this point. Like I said, we're still visiting with 20 now, but those 20 clearly weren't watching anyway if they didn't find that link in the chat. Gonna throw some shit. I'm only kidding. So we'll get some. We'll begin our closing ceremonies. To begin, we're gonna hear from our Undersecretary General, Arsalan Jamal. Let's give a round of applause for Arsalan.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, it's been rough, but we got this started. All right. So let me start. My name is Arsalan. I'm the Undersecretary General for HUMUNC 2022. It's been a weekend. Looking back at yesterday, as well as today, it's definitely felt like a combination of emotions. I mean, from both pride for having done this conference with all the staff, with all the delegates, with all the feedback that we've gotten from you guys, to the somberness, as this is the last conference and closes a chapter of HUMUNC for me. It's certainly been a good, a bad, a stressful, a fulfilling 4 years of HUMUNC. However, I'm so appreciative of the support who have made this possible. Our Secretary General, Mike Roller, all of our staff and chair, and of course, all of you guys for continued support and your continued enthusiasm. I want to thank all the volunteers that came and helped us throughout this conference. Of course, I want to thank Dr. Prati, Joanna, Mike Lucevero, everyone that's helped make this conference possible. And of course, I want to thank you guys. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. I hope you all had the opportunity this weekend to speak during your committee, more importantly, listen to others, and of course, just have fun, have a good discourse. I really hope that this conference, looking back at the past 3 years that we've had, has been one of your best. And I really hope, similar to what I said last year, I really hope this conference next year will see you guys back in person. I won't, but hopefully this conference and all the staff that's staying will see you guys back next year. And continue to bring you guys a life-changing experience, as it definitely did for me. So I don't want to take up too much of your time because we have a lot of stuff to go over, but that's pretty much it. So as I pass it off for one final time to my dear friend and our Secretary General, Mike Roller.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mike Roller. I am the Secretary General of the conference, and it is my absolute pride and pleasure to be the Secretary General this year. It's the 11th Secretary General that this conference has ever experienced and had, and I'm very excited to be passing it on later down to whoever is next for our future conferences. Having this role is an incredibly unique experience. Watching over the chairs, watching over all the debates, and seeing you guys talk to one another and resolve problems, it's inspiring on a lot of different levels. And trust me, I've been there. I was a delegate in 2017, my junior year of high school. I came to Hofstra University to debate in our spec poll committee. If I'm being honest with you guys, I didn't love it in there. The committee room was loud and large. The conversation was dull and didn't move forward. And the chairs felt like it was more about them than it was about us. And I remember promising to one of my friends that day that I'm going to go to Hofstra. I'm going to get a position in this conference, and I'm going to make it better. I'm going to make it better for the kids that are involved. I'm going to make it better for the people that are working on it. I'm going to do what I can to create some enjoyment out of this event. And that's what I tried to do for the past 4 years. 4 years ago, I ran the spec poll committee that I disliked so much 2 years earlier. We discussed Mars colonization and unexploded ordinances in previous war zones. Some of you may know me from my work the year later as a future crisis chair discussing Android civil rights. And the year after, I started my role as Secretary General that I'm pleased to have continued into this year. And through those 4 years, I've met a lot of people. I've solved a lot of problems. I've overcame a lot of challenges, including hosting our only 2 online conferences. None of them were easy. All of them had their own difficulties and obstacles in their way. But I've never been more proud of anything in my life than I am of you guys today for your performance. I am of you guys, our chairs and staff members, and how well you guys were able to make this event possible. How proud I am of Arsalan for being my right-hand man since the beginning as my Hofstra career. Dr. Rosanna Parati, who's always been there for us to make these events possible. Always our #1 supporter, our #1 fan, our #1 contributor. Johanna Farrell, in her outstanding work with university relations to give us the rooms that we get to speak in, the gavels we get to bang, the posters we get to take home, and the memories that'll live on with us forever. And of course, Michael Lucevero, our paper editor, the man that makes our background guides possible. Without him, we wouldn't have topics, we wouldn't have committees, we wouldn't have something to talk about. These are the people that make up the greatest team anyone could ever ask for. And I want to remind each of you that the teams that you guys build in your futures are the teams that will build you into your next greatest opportunity. Look to the people that are next to you, behind you, ahead of you, and work with them to create solutions to problems that no one else is trying to solve. Work with them to think outside the box. Work with them to build a better tomorrow. Because we all know that the day that we live now, today, has way more problems than it needs to have. You all should be proud of your work today, and I hope you're all proud of the work that you'll accomplish in the future. Remember that as you move beyond this conference to the things that you'll do later on in life, history has its eyes on you, and there's always going to be one last time. And with that, we're going to have our first committee, NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. We're going to have a close friend of mine, or close friends of mine, Nick and Rob. They're going to come down here and tell you guys who won our best delegate, our outstanding delegate, and any honorable mentions we may have. We're going to go through each of our committees, but of course we're going to begin with Rob and Nick for NATO. Let's give it up.
So the NATO conference, not the conference, but the committee, it was interesting. Being my first committee to ever chair, pretty damn nervous. I mean, you're talking about me being in charge of a room of high schoolers. I don't know if that's a good idea ever. But hey, I think it worked out. They had a pretty good time. We went from talking about complex topics about what the future of, NATO would be to, how we can help the people of Afghanistan and, the thousands of refugees that have been left stranded due to the horrible events that took place there last summer. I couldn't have done it without my co-chair here, Nick, who adamantly believes that school buses are orange, which was false. It was nothing but yellow school buses. But that's a story for another time. I'm going to keep this short, leave any words for Nick, and then we will get right to our top 3.
Of course. This is, we're sharing the experience, Rob and I, of this being the first time chairing. I couldn't have had a more, a group of delegates more open to listening to feedback, improving, just outstanding people who eventually came up with multiple incredible resolutions here. I have to say, having done MUN for so many years in high school, and this being my first time leading a committee, just kind of feeling what I felt as a delegate versus what I feel as a chair, watching everyone in the committee come up with these ideas, really discuss, debate, and eventually come up with some really incredible resolutions. Once again, I felt like I was experiencing the growth that I had in high school conferences, just from a different point of view. As a chair, I learned that we take a lot of responsibility over the quality of the debate, and I'm just so proud to have seen it really sprout into something beautiful. From talking about incessantly about how school buses would somehow be yellow, which is incomprehensible, to, discussing if NATO has the responsibility of bringing John Lennon back to life. These are the kind of topics that are so important. No, but of course, we had some brilliant times, and I'm just so proud to have had this first experience. And with my limited time in college, it's been one of, if not the best weekend experience that I've had, one of the best team experience that I've had. And with that, would you like to get to awards?
All right. So, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you all ready for this? I think everybody
is big.
is ready for this.
I think so.
So, for our honorable mention, we have, thank you, Greg Lung, from the Federal Republic of Germany.
For outstanding delegate, Emma, okay. All right. Emma Buffon, the Republic of North Macedonia.
Yeah.
And finally, for best delegate of the NATO committee, we have Ishan Elmin-Bawi from the French Republic, from Farmingdale High School. Thank you guys for a great committee. I bring this on to the next. I guess it's Sakyum next. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, NATO. And with that, we'll be hearing from our second committee of the conference, the Social, Cultural, and Humanitarian Committee, led by Senya and Rebecca. Let's give it up.
Hello, everyone. Hi, guys. I'll let Rebecca start. You don't want to. I'm not really sure what to say. I'm really bad with speeches, to be honest. But what would you like to say? Okay. Well, first off, this is my last HUMUNC, so I wanted to thank everyone who made it special. I'm going to try not to cry. But Mike and Arslan really put so much work into this. I'm not going to keep talking because I'm going to start crying. But also Mike Severo, Johanna, and Dr. Parati. Thank you all for such an amazing conference and all of the work that you guys put in. And then also thank you to our committee for just being such a great committee. We were able to get through both topics, and that was really amazing, and pass a total of 3 resolutions. Yeah.
Okay. So now we'll be going into 2 honorable mentions. Drum roll, please. Okay. So, from Great Neck North, the People's Republic of China, Abi Monasabian, and the Islamic Republic of Iran, from Great Neck North, Jolie Nasi. Congratulations.
Our outstanding delegate is also also from Great Neck North, the state of Eritrea, Asher Livian. And then our best delegate from from Oceanside High School, the Republic of Kazakhstan, Melina Height. Thank you guys for a great conference. Bye.
Let's give it up for Sakyum. Amazing job from Sakyum. You guys were incredibly inspiring in your debate. However, we're going to hear from our third committee. That is the Economic and Social Council Committee, led by Hunter and Melanie. Let's give them a warm welcome.
All right. So, I'd like to go first.
Yeah.
All right. So, thank you, delegates, for being a part of our committee. It was my honor. I just want to say, as a mathematical business economics major, economics is something I hold near and dear to my heart. I spend my time in classes crunching numbers, crunching odds. So, I'm not one to say an absolute. But I will say that I calculated the chances. I ended up in the best committee, and it was one in Zenzik. And I must say, that is a very low odds. And I am very thankful to have had the best delegation in the entire HUMUNC for my last time. Now, I'll pass it off to Melanie.
Thank you, Hunter. Like everyone else has been saying, I want to give a giant thank you to all of the delegates. Wouldn't be possible to do this conference without you guys. And I do feel, like Hunter said, very honored to have gotten the delegates that we did. You guys were a lot of fun, and we were very productive as a committee. I think, we solved climate change. We overcame a lot of problems that, developing countries have. We overcame problems in our room, from technological issues to, for some reason, there was oregano in the keyboard that we had to clean out before the conference even began. A lot of fun stuff just happened. And before I go into who our best Ls and honorable mentions are, I just want to say I'm really proud of all of you guys. I think you all did really good. You all helped move everything along. And again, I'm just so proud of you. So for our honorable mentions, we have the Kingdom of Norway, Tyler Breckner, and the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Stephen Miller. All right, and in second place for Best Delegate, we have the Republic of South Africa. I apologize for ruining the surprise. The Republic of South Africa, congratulations on winning second Best Delegate, Alexis Alfasi. Really proud of you. You did a great job. And for our Best Delegate, the Republic of Uganda, congratulations to Amelia Walkoff. Thanks again, everyone. And thank you to Hunter for being a great co-chair.
And thank you for all the tie compliments.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hunter and Melanie. For our next committee, we're going to have the Special Political and Decolonization Committee, SPECPOL, led by Iman.
Thank you, everybody. I first want to say thank you to Mike and Arsalan and, of course, Dr. Parati for an amazing conference. I'm quite literally honored to have been chair of SPECPOL, and I could not ask for a better committee, quite honestly. You guys were all so understanding, intelligent, innovative, collaborative, diligent, bright, and very kind. And I know that you all will accomplish a lot in your time in your undergraduate time and beyond that. And as long as you keep an open mind and research and continuously learn about current crises and events, I really do believe that you guys can access a forum to really help those in need. So not only did you unanimously create and agree on resolutions for two controversial and difficult topics, the first being especially challenging, you took on a new challenge, a crisis completely out of left field with no preparation, with aplomb and amazing debate. And I wish I could have given out more awards to reflect all the hard work that you all did, but I want you all to know that you accomplished an amazing thing today. And I'm so glad that for my final conference, I get to go out with an amazing bang with awesome deices and amazing delegates. So now it's time for the awards. For honorable delegate, we have the French Republic, Krishna Sodha Kurapasari. Thank you so much. Congratulations. And for outstanding delegate, we have the People's Republic of Bangladesh, Eden Resnick. And finally, for best delegate, we have the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Ramita Chaudhry. Congratulations. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Iman. Our next committee is the Future Crisis, led by Spencer, with the Crisis Staff Director as Alice.
Okay. So we had a pretty amazing committee, if I do say so myself. I know we were both really scared when halfway through the second session, you guys passed a unanimous thing that basically solved our crisis halfway through the second session. So you guys definitely went beyond like our wildest dreams of what could happen. And even though things did kind of start off slower, I know by today we were all kind of having what crisis is, a big old crisis. So.
Yeah.
Else?
Yeah, you guys were so much fun to work with, and you took everything that we threw at you. I have really enjoyed writing back to you in your crisis notes as your personal hacker, your father, your president, everything. And I would also like to thank my crisis staff, all of those who have rotated out this week, because I would have definitely not come up with a lot of the really great ideas that came out of it. And you guys just really took everything and ran with it, even whenever sentient robots started taking over, and you just accepted it. So yeah, thanks for making an awesome conference for us.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Yeah.
So now we will move on to awards. We threw some really crazy stuff at everyone. There were a lot of deaths, people dying and then coming back as robot versions of themselves, the children of robots of former delegates. So I just want to say everyone did an amazing job. So it's super hard to narrow things down to go with these awards. So we decided not to have any honorable mentions because we have 2 outstanding delegates. We just thought everyone did such an amazing job that we wanted to split that one up. So our 2 outstanding delegates are from Farmingdale High School, the president of Turkey, Reiko Rahim, Amanda Trulich. I'm so sorry for that last name pronunciation. And then our other outstanding delegate is from Southside High School, the president of the Human Military Alliance, Regina Chandler, Natalia Skorodsky. Really testing me with these last names. And then for our best delegate, we have from Manhasset High School, American tech mogul Everett Armstrong, amongst other characters, Maxwell Jervis. Thank you guys for an amazing committee.
Thank you guys. For the next committee, it's the Historical Crisis, led by David and Crisis Staff Director Matthew.
Hello, my wonderful egg hunters. It is an honor to be standing in front of you here today, and I am just so proud of all the amazing work that you've done in this conference. I've been wanting to do something with the Great Egg War for a long time, so I couldn't be more happy than how this conference turned out. We had some amazing things happen, some poisonings, the Civil War on the West Coast, and the extinction of an entire species of birds. You guys really hit it out of the park with this one.
Yeah, great job, everyone. You really made my first HUMUNC, my first experience as a crisis director, amazing. So I'm really thankful for all of you guys. I loved reading all your crisis notes, all the creativity that you involved in them, and you definitely responded to everything we threw at you, from the local politics of San Francisco all the way to national politics on the scale of the Civil War. So great job rolling with everything crisis threw at you. And without further ado,
let's get to our only honorable mention. It goes to the Chief of the San Francisco Police Department, Timothy Reinholdt. For our outstanding delegate, that will go to David Batchelder, paid by Matthew Piccirillo. And lastly, for our best delegates, congratulations to the Egg Pirate Captain, Teresa Garland, played by Sophia Panic. Thank you very much,
Great
guys.
job,
Y'all
everyone.
are awesome.
Alrighty. And to wrap up our awards, we will hear from the ad hoc committee led by Samir and his crisis director, Jason. Let's give it up for them.
Thank you.
Delegates, I don't know where to begin. First off, this will be my last HUMUNC, so I'm honored for my committee to be as great as they were. Everyone prior has talked about their committees sitting out at the park and how they never asked. Well, I asked for the best, and oh God, you all delivered. I mean, Jason, I couldn't have done this without you, my right-hand man, my crisis director. Why don't you want to tell them a bit of what we did in the committee?
Oh gosh, you guys. I mean, yesterday, while we were debating about what planet to go to, you had a space terrorist organization called the Black Hole take over the ship, drive you towards Grapha, and that took you guys all the way from trying to manage your resources to actually initiating in war with these ancient rock people that lived on that planet. So overall, wonderful. You guys had multiple assassinations, sometimes treaded into areas that I didn't want, but outside of that, it was great. You guys were wonderful to work with. But with that?
Absolutely. Yeah, with that, I mean, there's not much more to say. This being the last HUMUNC, again, I feel like we should just jump straight into the awards. Starting off with our honorable mention, it will be the delegation of Jord Rudgazer, who was later became Lucy Fedor, played by Emily Wolmitz. Now, for our outstanding delegate, Shay Germain, played by Jules Sanders. And lastly, the moment we've all been waiting for, our best delegate, Carly Atlas, who later became Michael Drake, played by Kevin Pereno.
Thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, delegates, and I hope you all enjoy.
And just like that, with all of our awards done, and Arslan by my side, I have to say I'm incredibly proud of our entire delegation this conference. You all should be proud of the work that you've done this weekend, whether that be passing completely unanimous resolutions on topics that are way beyond the depth of most adults, to ending up fighting space terrorists and exploring the depths of the unknown in space. No matter what you ended up doing this conference, I'm really glad that you all were part of it to make this one of the most incredible experiences I've ever had in my life. So thank you all. You've really made this a really special moment for me, and I'm so happy to be a part of all of this with all of you, despite it being remote. So thank you all very, very much for being a part of this. And with that, we will close HUMUNC 2022. Bye, everyone. Take care. Thanks, everyone. Bye, guys. Woo! Yeah!
Long live the black hole!
Long live the black hole!